Hey, this is Jason. It's my first go at doing a video review of something like this, but I'm a Packout guy. You can see all the way down through there. Slight addiction to this stuff. Needed something for my tools. I live on a farm, constantly working on stuff, tractors, barns, four-wheelers, side-by-sides, lawnmowers, all the time. Needed a tool storage solution, especially one that I could take with me, and I was already into Milwaukee tools, so it seemed like the brightest thing to do was get their tool storage solution. And after I looked at it, it was the best at the time. Is it still? Is it still the best? I don't know. I mean, we don't have Home Depot where I'm at, but we go to Lowe's a lot. You know, you see the fourth or fifth attempt from DeWalt. I don't know what they're on anymore, but they just need to give it up. I mean, what are they on? DeWalt 4.0, whatever it is. But then the Flex stuff came out, you know, and I thought it looked pretty good, but it didn't seem compelling to start buying. And then Klein came out, and being a Kentucky fan, the orange, we don't like orange up here in Kentucky. But it was pretty good stuff. I mean, I liked it. I thought maybe the Flex might have been a little bit better thought out than the Klein, but you know, opinions vary on that. But I never really went by the storage aisle selection at Lowe's and ran into anything that made me stop and say, whoa, maybe this is the next thing. Maybe these are the people that are taking it to the next level. That's going to be something that is going to make me rethink this red stuff. And you know, I got addicted to it. I got all of it. And I even started getting the pieces of the European stuff before it went through the roof. And before you say, oh my God, look how much you spent, a lot of this is marketplace. A lot of this is mispricing sale that Rural King had. And I'm an attorney, and I used a few words, and they fulfilled their honor to me. So most of this over here is not, I didn't pay retail for, or I got buy more, pay more. Huge discounts off of what the list price is on this stuff, and even a big box store. So, but enough about the Milwaukee. Why am I here? What forced me to want to do a video? Look, here it is. It's this stuff. It's the stuff that Milwaukee diehards don't want to talk about. They don't want to talk about Toughbuilt. So, what do I think about it? Well, this summer we do a lot of camping, and this summer I brought home a Toughbuilt crate because I wanted to put it up against my Milwaukee crate, and the difference in the volume that the Toughbuilt crate holds, the Packout stuff, as you can see on the top of a regular box in the cooler, it's small, it's not big, it doesn't really hold a whole lot. And the cubby hole to my camper, I really had to maximize my storage bins, so I went with Toughbuilt. I went back, and once I did all that, I went back and I bought enough Tough Bin boxes that would fill up the cubby hole portion of my toy hauler pull-behind camper. And I've been very pleased with them. I think it seems like the plastic and the manufacturing is right on par. I wish either one of them would have been made in America, but neither one of them are made here. The Packout's made in Israel, and I think Toughbuilt's made in China. I could be wrong, but I don't think either of them are made in the U.S. But another thing on the Packout, on the Toughbuilt, is their crates are reinforced on the corners with metal that have their accessory rail hookup, where you can continue accessorizing up your whole stack, and I thought that was a nice touch. But the pieces are slowly starting to come out for Toughbuilt, and I caught myself in Lowe's, not for this purpose, but I saw it there, and I had a weak moment, and I bought the rolling dolly, or the rolling, what do they call it? They call this the four-wheel cart. That's what they call it. And I had bought the rolling toolbox and the large toolbox, and I've dedicated that for my all of my camping gear and the Toughbuilt crates, which I'm really pleased with. I mean, there's no comparison when it comes to size and what they hold and the possibilities that you can do with Toughbuilt. They're just bigger. They're just bigger, and I feel like they're equally built. And in fact, I noticed one of my Milwaukee crates, one of the corners has been crushed in, and I don't even know how that happened. I've never even dropped them. I don't think. I'm not even sure how that happened. I'm just going to unbox this thing, see what we got here. Looks very similarly packaged to the Milwaukee. Exact same assembly, except on the Milwaukee you have one extra step. You have the foot brake on the Milwaukee that sometimes can be that's the most challenging part, and that's not on this. And even things like, look at this, a thing for your iPad. You know, I'm sure there's some 3D printer that's made something similar for the Milwaukee, and just the stuff that goes on it. And here's a drink holder hanging off of the crate with the sides on it. I mean, they've outthought Milwaukee. Whether this stuff, is going to be durable, as durable as Packout, time will tell. But everything that I've seen points that it's really well made. Now, one thing I will say about the Milwaukee rolling cart, they had to change their design. The original casters, this part was plastic, and they were breaking off, so they had to go back and redesign them with metal. And it looks like they've come out with metal right away, and the locking mechanism, see, it's pretty easy with my hand. I imagine it's going to be easy with a foot. The wheels look very comparable. I don't really see any. It looks pretty on par with each other. I would say that every one of these are on rollers, so I put enough of them together to say that this looks pretty identical. Even the size of the bolts seems to be comparable, if not exact. But we have 4 of these, assuming this is just a filler. And just throw these on here. See what we think. Yes, I did go off Milwaukee. Stools, mat, clothes. I do have a snap-on box. Traded around for it, but and no, Milwaukee boxes are not as good as snap-on boxes. Snap-on, that level of stuff is, I don't think it can be beat. They have 2 different sizes, just like the Milwaukee. I guess one's for rear, one's for the front. So the big ones go up there. Instructions. Who needs instructions? Voila, the rolling cart by Toughbuilt. Now, I will say the Milwaukee casters set out a little further, so when you're engaging and disengaging the lock, the Milwaukee sits out a little further. I don't know if that makes it easier, if that would be an issue, but I can see just visually that you can see right here that the engage and disengage shank that locks into the wheel comes out a little further. Whether that would be an issue on here, I really wouldn't know until I get it into use, but maybe make a difference, I don't know. I did pick this up. They didn't have the 2-drawer, they had the 1-drawer, and they had the 3-drawer, which the 2-drawer and the 3-drawer, as far as Milwaukee goes, you know, they came out with the new ones, the big drawer, and then all the little super tiny drawers. I'm done. I've got enough stuff. Even though it looks pretty cool, I'm done. Even though I'm testing this out, because I got a new business going in downtown, so a shop, and I don't know if I'm going to do Milwaukee again there or go a different route. You know, these drawers, I played with them. You know, the Milwaukee has the locking mechanism that comes up. These don't, but these actually have a locking spring-loaded system on the corners right here. I don't know if you can see that, but these actually, the handle on here does more than just a grab point. These actually lock in, and that would come in handy, I think, or I hope it would work on their trailer hitch system that they've come out with. That they actually had it at Lowe's, but it was $300 or $400, and you know, I don't know if I'm ready to go that far yet, but whether this locking system or not would be enough if you had heavy tools in here for the stop and starting of a vehicle. If you had these boxes on the back, I don't know. It seems pretty tight and legit. You know, the Milwaukee, they don't have a tailgate platform, hitch platform, but if they did, I do like the Milwaukee bar that comes up and goes shut, and you can actually lock it on and prevent the drawers from coming out. Maybe this locking system is good. The box, again, all of their pieces, coolers and all, have this metal reinforcement that is also an accessory attachment that will allow you to customize the boxes any way you see fit. I can already tell you the worktop here is already press and lift. You can already see that this beats Milwaukee. I mean, it goes the entire length of the box. There's no overhang. I can't think, maybe the Milwaukee has a hand, you can handle pick it up, but you know, the box underneath it would have handles anyway. But this is completely, you know, the profile, it matches the profile of the piece underneath it. If you have 2 pieces, it would match that profile. This looks like it's probably some kind of pressed bamboo. Might be a little thicker, I don't know, but it has a gauge on it, and overall, I would say that this looks a little better. This looks I like this. What do I think about the drawers? I think the Milwaukee may glide a little smoother. May go together a little smoother. The Milwaukee doesn't have an actual, I believe it has a tension mechanism system. if you don't have the rail up. So if you don't have that up and you hit something or a bump, maybe they could come open. These actually have the locking system. These require a little to go shut. You actually require some force where you almost have to hold on to the box or pull that up as you shut it. And you know, what's better, a built-in locking system with a spring loaded here or that? I guess it's a matter of preference. I don't know. I like this. It's not bad. They come with their organizing system already comes intact. It's not in boxes or in bags where you have to force it down in. I'm sure all these look like they come out, so you can customize it however you want. But the fact that they're already in here and set up, sometimes those Milwaukee give you fits to put them in. But I've really never had a problem with those. The ball bearing system on the side is actually inside here, so I don't know if that would hurt your tools or anything, but the actual ball bearing system here is on the inside. I don't think it's like that on the Milwaukee. It is on the Milwaukee, but it's recessed into a plastic channel, so there's nothing metal in there to scrape up on your tools. In the Toughbuilt, it's actually the metal release clips you can access from inside here, but you know, people love for their tools to have scars anyway. You know, they throw them around, and if I see people on these pages where if your tools don't have scratches and aren't dirty, they think you're not using them, and they make fun of you. So, you know, I like this though. Spring built, how long will it last? How easy is it to service? These are some of the questions I have. But as far as the manufacturing and the quality of the materials, seems right on par. I will say that they maximize space a little better with Toughbuilt. You know, the Milwaukee has the bars that go up and down, and while I'm sure that at some point they knew that they were going to accessorize and that was going to be the attachment rail, they really sacrificed some interior room, in my opinion, some area that could have been used by volume. Why they made the crate not the full size of the other Packouts, I don't know. And the cooler, I'll get by the cooler. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna do a test. Although we're getting ready to get 0 temperatures here in Kentucky and snowstorm, I am going to test the coolers. Probably just put them downstairs, room temperature, and just do a test to see how long it keeps ice. The Milwaukee, I don't remember it saying how many days it would keep ice, but the Toughbuilt says it will keep ice longer. You know, everybody complains about the smaller Milwaukee cooler that it doesn't even keep ice a day. I did notice on the Toughbuilt in the store that the smaller one doesn't have a long time of holding ice. It does say that its ice retention is quite a bit less than the big box. The big box was, I don't know, 5 or 6 days keeping ice and drinks cold. We'll see. We'll see at room temperature. You know, if it can do it at room temperature, you know, it's going to be a few months before I can test it outside. But they do have a day rating on Toughbuilt does on their cooler, and it's white. You know, the Milwaukee's red. You know, when you're trying to keep things cool, white's obviously best. It reflects all the sun rays and everything like that. But I'm pleased with my Milwaukee cooler. Other than the interior volume, I think for such a big box, it's kind of small inside, and I would have rather done without the accessory rails and had it hold more cans. And I don't even remember if it said how many cans, but I did look in. Exact same setup inside. They've got the cutting board, the dividing board in the middle, and one tray. I wonder where they got that idea. I mean, it's like they say imitation is the highest form of flattery. Well, Toughbuilt has flattered Milwaukee to death, and well, why not? I mean, it's a great idea, and there were a lot of things that I wanted in my shop, and to make my life easier, that I see the 3D guys doing, and Toughbuilt has taken it a step further and done that themselves with so many things. I'm really interested in seeing this hospital ambulance gurney thing that holds 3 stacks and folds up into the back of your truck. Are you kidding me? I mean, how easy is that? If it actually works and goes in smooth and comes out smooth, that's a game changer. The convertible dolly is a game changer. The hitch platform is a game changer, and I really think that Toughbuilt is approaching this from the right angle. They want you to be able to come to them for all of your solutions and needs, and they're being very forward thinking and trying to address anything. And I actually talked to those guys, and the scope of what they're thinking, of where they're going with this product, is it's not just for tradesmen. They're thinking overlanding. They're thinking, tactical firearms, things. They're going to go in as many different directions with this and offer things for so many different people that it's going to reach everyone. Now, how do they get there? I mean, you already see sales on the Klein stuff. You see the Flex stuff. The same Flex box has been at my Lowe's forever. I don't know anybody that's going to buy Flex. The Klein people, you're going to have electricians that love that stuff, and they're going to get it because they're brand loyal too. But how does Toughbuilt crack into that? And that's why I've talked to them about that. I'm like, how are you going to do this? What's going to make someone walk in to Lowe's and pick between DeWalt and Craftsman and Cobalt and Flex and Klein? How do you stick out? And I have my opinions on how they can do that. Maybe they'll let me hop on board and help them. We'll see. But I think this is awesome. The only downfall I see is this locking mechanism strong enough to hold it on the platform? Stop and go traffic, emergency maneuvers, wrecks. Is this simple locking mechanism going to be able to keep that locked? Maybe it will, maybe it won't. That's a question. And then I haven't been able to play with this or not to see if the length of the wheel here, how this right here, this doesn't come out, the locking thing doesn't come out very far, the unlock thing, so your toe is going to hit right here. Maybe that's the only place that this falls short of the Milwaukee. That's the only thing I can see. Otherwise, I think it's great. I think this table is really good. If this wood looks like it's some kind of laminated stranded bamboo, and if that's the case, then that stuff tile saws won't even cut that stuff hard. That stuff's tough. Yeah, it is strong bamboo wood surface. I should read more. But stranded bamboo is very tough. If you've ever had to deal with that in flooring, you have to have a special blade. Regular wood blades will not cut that stuff. So I like it. I think no one's perfect, but I think as far as an upgrade, I really feel like at first glance, it's going to take a while for this to get out there with the tradesmen who are in the dirt and the grime and the weather. It's going to take a while for this stuff to get out there. Has Toughbuilt done enough to lure them away? Their price points on every piece seem to be a little cheaper. Maybe that'll draw some people. You have people who are just diehard Milwaukee, diehard whatever. And how do you draw those people away? I don't know. Maybe they'll let me be a part of that. Maybe they won't. I think I could get out and sell this stuff. I like it. Do I like it better than my Packout? That looks really good over there. I really like it, and it stores all my tools. And I love my shop. I love my Milwaukee tools, and I think they like being at home in Milwaukee boxes. But this could be a game changer. These people right here, I think they're attacking it. I think this is the truest threat to Packout, and my wife will pass out if she sees this in here, so I'm gonna have to hide this. the cooler is in my truck, and I may just do the ice test and take it back because I have enough coolers. But it looks cool too, and even it has the accessory rail. So we'll see how it goes, and I'm probably not going to be changing this out. I've got too much time and energy in this, and the grid system on the walls took a lot of time putting that in, and I don't want to rip that out and redo it. But I've got another shop I'm building, and I think I'm going to go with this. Really do. I like it, but I'm gonna work with it a while. I'm gonna throw it around, bang it around. I mean, my Packout stuff, it's falling out of my truck. It's I've accidentally hit it with lawnmowers, and I ran over a few pieces accidentally in the yard, and it's taken a licking and kept on ticking. So I do like my Packout stuff. They were the pioneer, and they were the first ones to really offer something that was a total storage solution. I wish that they would, if they're going to stay in the ball game, and they're going to have to adapt. They're going to have to develop. They're going to have to keep up. And Toughbuilt is they're killing it. They're killing it right now. And I really like this box, and I'm gonna play with it for a while. Maybe I'll tell you what I think later. But hey, thanks for tuning in. And you know what? If you got something you want me to check out, review, let me know. I'm really good at breaking stuff, so if you want to know if something's tough, I'll get it, throw it around for a while, and see if it can survive me, it can survive anybody. Yep, that's true. I'm a breaker of all things. So, but I'm gonna hop off here and play with this new toy while the snowstorm's coming. We're set to get about anywhere from 6 to 12 inches. We'll see. They always get it wrong. Later.